storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Spartans ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So Notre Dame's offense as they take control of the football first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They'll go right back to the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking for room. It's Walton. Maybe a crease. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you exit?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Running inside. It's Walton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Edwards. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Got enough for the 1st. There's a crease. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot.
It's a running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, the pressure there. To miss timing.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, Carr, looking for his man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time on target. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Oh, he got loose. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for a crease. It's Mobley. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. The short hands, it's Mobley. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Finding some room. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Got his man. Shakes off the defender. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Carr. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Got it down the field. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And with the extra point, it's 21-13.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the upright to 28-13.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. Cradles it at the 35. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Might be changing the route.
Return. Shift. Go.
Throwing, Carr. Under fire. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Play action, Carr. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Pulls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame right back to the line. Here's Carr to throw. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those... tight windows, but man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Huskies eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game in South Bend. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Spartans have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Edwards. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. On the run, it's Walton. Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Knocked down for the tackle. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Carr puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Carr. Got a man. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Motion from the wide receiver. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keep it on the ground. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Spartan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to run it. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not?
There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition.
Right.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Ready, ready. Flag 18. Flag 18. Hydro, hydro. Go!
Throwing. Carr. Under fire. And down he goes. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Booster, booster.
The offense changing the play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here comes the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running inside. It's Moore. Could be enough. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to barge in. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Single back formation, and they give it to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On the ground, it's Walton. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Irish punch back.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught by Smith. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. Bringing the heat. And they got it. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Here's Carr to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks that have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes.
Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Irish.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Got out of trouble and throws. Smith's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, ready, go.
Handoff to the single running back. Plows through the defense.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge